The single most cost-effective advertising you can use. Once upon a time, there was a man. Let's call him Joe. Just an ordinary guy with a wife, a dog, 2.5 kids. In a typical day, Joe would wake up in the morning, watch some TV as part of his routine. He'd go brush his teeth during the commercials or flip to another channel when they came on. On his way to work, Joe would listen to the radio. He liked talk radio, and he had discovered that his favorite political talk show and his favorite sports radio program had different advertising schedules, so Joe could almost always flip between one and the other and be constantly entertained instead of having to be harassed by radio commercials. On this particular day, Joe was driving into work behind a truck, a McDonald's truck, with a giant picture of an Egg McMuffin on the back. A few miles later, Joe was exiting off the freeway at the exit for his office, and on a total whim, decided to pop into the McDonald's there and grab some breakfast. And McDonald's lived happily ever after. The end. See, what just happened here is no fairy tale. It's just an example of what happens hundreds, probably thousands of times per day. Mobile outdoor advertising helps generate more sales for a McDonald's at an extremely attractive ROI. So let's analyze what happened here. First, Joe avoided all the marketing that he didn't want to see or hear that he could. He channel surfed while watching television or simply did something more productive as he got ready for his day. In his car he also channel surfed and also listened to what he wanted to. But out-of-home advertising he could not avoid, not without closing his eyes, which would have been a disaster while driving to work. So here's the thing. Not only is out-of-home advertising effective in reaching people, after all they can't avoid seeing it, but it is also considered the most cost-effective advertising in terms of reaching an audience in terms of cost per thousand. Out-of-home advertising costs less than 20% that of broadcast television commercials and is still half the cost of radio, which is its closest competitor. And get this, these numbers are based on billboard advertising. Now why is this important? Because the most expensive cost in billboard advertising is the monthly lease. Guess what the advertising lease cost is for a McDonald's truck, or for any company that owns or is already leasing their vehicle? 0. Let me repeat that. The cost of leasing advertising space on a vehicle you own or are leasing already is 0. Your only cost is the cost of production, which in most cases is guaranteed to last for 5 years. Can you see why we consider this the most cost-effective advertising available? I want to keep this episode short, so let me sum up here. The only cost associated with advertising on your own vehicle is the cost of production, and if you will allow me, may I suggest that ABI Digital Solutions is an excellent company to consider for your vehicle graphics needs. We can accommodate practically any budget, from very inexpensive magnet signs to full, complete, custom vehicle wraps. I hope you found this presentation informative. Feel free to leave feedback on our Facebook page, and we look forward to working with you on your next vehicle graphic soon. Thank you.